Everyone asked me the same thing. Is 90 days really make a difference? Is it really worth it? Is alcohol free really worth the long term? 90 days in, the answer is yes. And I'm going to show you why. So, some of my biggest shifts after 30 days, my confidence returned. I didn't really have too much confidence when I was drinking. That's why I drank sometimes to get rid of the anxiety, allegedly. But my confidence returned twofold. I had self respect for myself. Elevated tremendously with me drinking. It's kind of a personal challenge that worked out. My decision making became effortless. I feel grounded. I felt more established. I felt like I could tackle a lot bigger things than I have in the past. I had fewer highs and lows. I always felt, content and ready to move on to the next thing. And no more mental fog. That was another one that was pretty high up in my issues, having drinking every other day or every other weekend. It took me a couple days to recoup compared to most. Physical transformations next. I had better sleep than I've had in the past year since I stopped drinking. My resting heart rate was great. I have a Oura ring as well as I used to have a Whoop band that helped out tremendously. Keeping track of all that. I had consistent energy and you stop crashing mid shift. So I'd come out here to the firehouse, after hanging out with the boys over the weekend, watching football, and I didn't need that afternoon nap. I had weight loss and inflammation reduction. And on top of that, it improved my performance on calls and through training. So I was usually first one to volunteer to do it. But oh, I'll do it. That's fine. No second guessing anymore. So that was pretty dope. And that's just the first, 40 days or so going in. My mental and emotional growth over 90 days. I had zero anxiety from alcohol like I had in the past. That was a big hiccup that I thought that I needed to continue to take with me when I quit drinking. I thought my anxiety was going to get worse, but it actually improved. More patience with people. I'm a smartass, and I tend to rethink things a lot more than I would have in the past by just being blunt up front. I have clear thinking under stress. That's pretty cool too. Emotional regulation. So I wasn't catching an attitude myself as often as I had been in the past. I have a deeper presence with my family. So I've been hanging out with my mother more often, with friends and stuff like that, making those things kind of a priority. It also made me feel proud of myself again after 90 days or so. As I accomplished something, I could do 30 days, it's fine, but the 60, 90-day points were dope, made me feel good. My job performance and leadership. I felt sharper on scene. I was better at writing reports because my mind was clear, that fog was gone. I had better communication with the fellas as well as, my superiors. I didn't get as rattled all the time. I still don't get rattled to this day. My coworkers started asking more questions about actually me being sober and how it kind of clears up everything. That was cool. And I quietly became a better leader when, I quit drinking, which was dope. And my respect goes up for myself and others as well. Y'all gonna have to buy me these clothes and stuff. I just got done washing my linen. The social culture side. I stopped caring about, who misunderstands me when I talk about I don't drink. And at first I was concerned. I was like, man, y'all think I'm an alcoholic. And that wasn't the case. I just didn't want to drink anymore. People started actually looking at me for answers to questions about alcohol and how it affects us as people, kind of becoming the example instead of the excuse, of, hey, Todd stopped drinking, I could do it too. Or, back in the day, people would be, well, if Todd could get wasted every other weekend, I can too. So that's good to be a better example and to inspire others without trying. Some people actually quit drinking when I started this whole fiasco. It was pretty cool. So some people to this day, hey man, you really influenced me in not drinking any longer. I was like, okay, cool. Bet. Come on, hang out. If you need any help, just let me know. And it was nice because Again, it's that mental clarity played a big effect on me. You stop saying, I'm trying to quit, and start saying, this is who I am now. That's another cool thing about it. I trust myself. I see my real potential. I feel aligned with my purpose, and I stop numbing and start living. It's a cool thing about not drinking. Yeah. So what really happened beyond the 90 days? I created better habits for myself, hitting the gym, going to hang out with friends and family more often, getting things accomplished. I have more clarity as, kind of a baseline. I don't think about alcohol. Actually, I do really think about it, but it's more of being an advocate for not drinking and just how all these things are interwebbed into our society about drinking. I think a lot about opportunities to spread the word and give education about not drinking, and just the whole goal of this is to get people educated, not to necessarily like, hey, you need to stop drinking. No, it's just to educate. And that's truly what happened with me. And my life upgrades in real time. I see it all the time. Things and decisions that I make now that I probably wouldn't have in the past. Yeah. If 30 days changed your clarity, 90 days will change your leadership. And beyond that, it will change your life. So if you're interested in this, give me a holler, let me know. Speaking at a couple events, a couple symposiums in 2026, just let me know. It'll be a lot more detailed, be a lot more informative. This is nice, but this is just a get to know me origin series right now. In the future, it's going to be more informative and, actually have statistics and things of that nature to help us out, as a whole. But I wanted y'all to at least get my background on me and the reason why I stopped drinking before we tackled and jump into that, because I didn't want to be a hypocrite. So it makes sense. Next is episode 5. That's the 1 year breakdown. Hit subscribe. Hit me up on socials if you want to ask questions. And the movement continues. Talk to you all soon.